Hey, Olda! Tenegoto, hello and welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. How's everybody doing? Hope that you're having a great day. If we take a look in the Thaumonomicon, last time we discovered the Arcane Bore, which is an automatic mining tool basically, but there is a very complicated crafting recipe in order to get this thing up and running, and there's also a lot of aspects required to get this thing up and running. Going to need some Machina, Motus, Bifodio, which we discovered last time as well. We're going to need Potentia and Vacuous, but that's only one half of the equation. We're also going to need this thingy right here, the Arcane Ball base, and this one's a little bit easier to craft. You just need to do that in the Arcane Workbench. So yeah. But yeah, we read all that last time as well, so that's okay. What else did we discover last time? We found the Enchanted Fabric, which allowed us to make our upgraded wand last time as well, which is really awesome. I filled most of the aspects up, but just because of the crafting that I've been doing around the base, just setting things up for today, yeah, that is down a little bit. So if we come over here, I've prepared almost all of the ingredients for the Arcane Bore. I've got my last air shard here, and we've also got the piston, which is the center item, and I'm also preparing up the jars of Essentia. So Machina, I managed to get 40 Machina. You guys have told me that you need to prepare more Essentia than it says in the book, because because of instability, there is a chance that it will basically just require more Essentia, so you need to get more of it. So I've got some of the aspects here. We still need to get Bifodio and Motus. And if we take a look inside the Thaumonomicon at some of these things that we need to learn about, where is Motus? Motus, where are you? I went past it. There it is. If we hover over it, we don't actually know anything that's inside Motus at all. And I went ahead and researched wooden pickaxes as well, because I figured that we researched the Thaumium pickaxe, and I figured the wooden pickaxe is going to be what is also going to have Bifodio in it as well. And we're going to take a look at what Bifodio, what that basically means in just a second. And the Machina, I actually also researched off camera the redstone, because I figured, you know, redstone's a pretty mechanical thingy, and sure enough, redstone has 2 Potentia and 1 Machina inside it. So wooden pickaxes and redstone are the only things that I've researched off camera. I figured that we've done a lot of research on camera, so doing just a couple off camera just to prepare for today is going to be all goods. But I still don't know one of the aspects that we're going to need Motus. But this guy right here, I've basically prepared it up. If we take a look in the chest, I have an awful lot of wooden pickaxes. I have 40 to be precise, all suited up and ready to go. So let's take out this piece of Elementum and get this rolling. I'm actually going to need... Okay, looks like I'm going to need arbor. I've got so much arbor. I need something that's going to soak up my arbor. But we need to get that Bifodio going, so let's get this up and running. And now what we need to do is craft ourselves some more water jars. I should have my glass up here. Yes, indeed. And we're going to need slabs too, but that's okay. Just come over here really quick and get a bunch of these. 6 is probably plenty. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of these, but there's actually that one thing that you can buy, can't you? That gives you, I don't know, even know how much more, but it's a lot. Let's do that. And they only cost 1 aqua as well, which is quite convenient. Alright, finish these off, and now let's prevent this thing from overflowing. That's already filled up. Goodness gravy. Yeah, that's all empty now. Cool. Oh, hold on. Is that purple there? I didn't notice that that top right there was purple. Oh well. So the other things that we're going to get to today as well are the node in a jar. I'm actually recording this quite soon after the last episode, because last time we also made this node in a jar right here, but you can see it's turned into a fading node. When we picked it up, it was pale, so I'm guessing that pale is sort of a transition state for the node. It's and you know, obviously turns into fading, and fading is I don't really want to see what happens if we leave it in fading for too long. What I'm guessing happens is that it will just disappear, and this is the only pure Aya node that I know that is around my base, so it'd be really nice to get that actually. Okay, let's get these Arbor and Perfodio jars on my bar so that I can see them. Perfodio right there, Arbor filled up almost. Wait, what? Oh, dang it. That happens. Wait, what? Perfodio 32. Arbor... what? Oh, okay, because I was using new jars. I see. Well, I've done goofed, basically, is what happened there. Oh well. Sometimes you live and you learn. Okay, and that's filled up with Arbor now. And where is all the Perfodio? That is all the Perfodio that there is, okay. So I only made 40 Perfodio, so that's all of those burned up already. That was quick. That was made quicker, of course, because we used Elementum, and I knew that was going to happen. Keep that guy there, thank you. And let's get the... let's just prepare these nodes, because I'm a total idiot. Well, you've got to learn somehow. So, how does this happen? This is a bit of a conundrum, because I kind of done goofed with these as well. So if you see, here's a bit of a problem, is that if I want to, for example, try and add this Essentia into this one, it won't work, even though they are the same. This is Ignis, that's Ignis. I just can't seem to add it in, and if you shift-click, it just places it, so... not sure what's going on there. There is some sort of interaction, but Thaumcraft doesn't really know what to do, so nothing happens, I guess. Right. Anything else going on here in the front? Yeah, that's the same that's going on here with this jar right here. Can't get that out because it is in a multiple of... not a multiple of 8. But this is, so I should be able to get it out. Ah, but no. Ah, but no. Oh, I put them down, that's right. Let's get my files out and prepare this as one super giant. No. Put them in. There we go. Awesome, so that's a jar of Essentia of Perfodio ready to go. Now the only one left that we need is a motor, so I'm going to probably need to take a quick break off camera to work out what that is. Oh dear. And this is the problem here as well. Alright, let's do the best we can to try and take some of this out and bonk that in here. Yeah. Problems. That's going to be 56. If there's a way to pipe that into somewhere else, that'd be really handy to know. Let's just put these out here actually, because we have heaps of these. Heaps of them. Okay. And there's another one too. Stick that there. Get out of here, fool. I'll put those in there. And now, yeah, what we need to do now is head over to the Thaumonomicon. Where is it? Ah, yes. Head over to the Thaumonomicon, and I want to get this node sort of stabilized and underway. And we have the node stabilizer right here, and I actually prepared the crafting ingredients for that over here. This is the recipe for the Arcane Ball base, but we'll make that with the Arcane Ball. I wanted to instead make this thing because the advanced node stabilizer, I'm guessing this is a little bit better than the standard model that's over here. So it costs 9 Aurum, 6 Break Intartio, 6 Auto, and 6 Potentia to purchase. So let's go ahead and pick that up, and let's see what it says. Advanced node stabilizers perform all the functions of the lesser versions, with a few major differences. Firstly, they still prevent lesser nodes from having their Vis drained, but it does allow stabilized nodes to drain the Vis from lesser ones. Secondly, it has a higher chance to improve unstable and fading nodes. That's really important. Unfortunately, this costs a lot more power from the stabilized node. Still not enough to drain Vis from it, but even the brightest node will have its recharge rate almost completely negated. Well, that's awesome. That's the recipe for it right here. It requires Arcane Infusion. It requires your bog standard stabilizer, 4 blocks of redstone, 2 elementum, and 2 night ore. So it's actually not too bad. It does require 32 aurum though. Right, and you guys are telling me that with Ethereal Essence can come out of any node. I do have all of these aspects. I know how to get these aspects, but 32 is an awful lot. How much do I have left over from my escapades? Just the 4. Yeah, that's actually quite a hard one to make, so we're probably just going to have to stick with the bog standard stabilizer for nowsies. So let's go ahead and craft that guy up. Just keep the shape so I don't have to worry too much. The blocks of quartz aren't as expensive as I was expecting. They only require 4 quartz to make. I was thinking that they were going to take 9. But no, so there is a bit of balance there. And this is also going to require a hefty amount of aspects as well. Thankfully we have a ginormous wand, so that sorts that out. I basically want to get this all sorted out and ready to go before I place the node. Okay, this guy is still fading. Now where exactly am I going to put this thing? Because I'm thinking, if this can drain aspects from something, maybe if I put the Aya node somewhere around here, then maybe it can use it when we need ingredients of Ayaness for Infusion. So that would be really nice to do. I want to see if that works out. So I guess we might as well just try it out, see what happens. I also want to be able to reclaim the node at some point, so I just want to make sure that there's plenty of space around the node to build another node in a jar. Can I just right click on the top of there? Yes, that's the case. Now I need to read up on how to actually get that node out of there. Let's see. When trapped, recharging a vase. While trapped, the node is kept suspended. Generate vase, nor can vase be drawn from it. Right, so you can't do anything with the node while it's in there. Free the node from the jar by placing it in the world and clicking on it with a wand. Okay, so we just do that. Okay, the stabilizer comes into life, and now that's doing that around the node. So I just want to quickly recap what that does to a node. And that's under here. Prevents the node from draining Vs from other nodes, or being drained in turn. Unstable nodes from losing their Vs. Okay. Tiny chance of eventually removing the unstable condition. Very, very small chance of turning fading nodes into pale nodes. Right, so that's what we want to happen. This is a fading node at the moment. If this can turn into a pale node, that'd be great. We're full up on air at the moment. I think I might just go ahead and waste a couple of shots here. Just to see if this will charge back up to 49 essentially. Okay. So there we go. That's the main goal out of the way there. We now have an Aya node in the base. I guess I have to check on this regularly. Well, I will be able to tell that it's no longer fading because it won't be blinking in and out like it is right now. Okay, so I need to take a quick break, guys. I need to work out an item that has modus inside it. And once I do, I'll return and go ahead and craft up that Arcane Bore. Now let's see if what about a piston? Okay, 2 arbor, 2 machine, 3 metallum, 4 modus, 3 Pedicio, and 3 terra. Well, there is the modus that we were looking for. That's just the first item that I've found that has modus in it thus far. It's an item that has modus. I don't know. Pistons are quite a bit expensive. Well, not too expensive, I suppose. How much modus are we going to need exactly? We're going to need 16, and this has 4, so we're only going to need 5. Okay, well that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's fine. Let's get some more iron. And craft up 5 pistons. 5 pistons is probably enough. So we're only going to need 5 iron. It's not too bad at all. What was I talking about? We're going to need more wood, I know that much. I should have crafted this in the arcane work table, huh? That's going to allow us to make 2. Great. Blop! There we go. Yeah, I am running a bit low on that wood. I need to get to tree chopping. Do some more tree chopping. That's something I don't really do in the world, if I'm honest. Okay, 6, that's great. And more cobble, please. So 2 should be just fine. I can do that. And I guess we'll just go ahead and use a piece of coal just to show you guys how the Arcane Alembic works when it works a little bit slower. I didn't realise that basically every single process for the Arcane Alembic is slowed down quite significantly. The progress bar takes longer, the fuel doesn't last as long, and it takes longer to drain out of the internal storage vest tank. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it'll be able to drain all those. I guess because it's such a complex item, it actually has a lot of vest inside it already. There's our modus. Wow. How many aspects are there exactly? There's 6, so there's actually some getting trapped in there. Okay. I'm going to need more water jars. I'll definitely want to use a water jar on the Motus. So, okay, that's the last piston burned up. Right, so let's just let all those settle down. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's everything that's drained out. 20. That's fine, that's all that we needed for that. And Terra. I think I've got I definitely have a Terra jar already. We'll use the larger jar, because that's the main store. Unless I can get a division. I'm thinking if I can get a division of... If this plus 4 equals x divided by 8, then x would be a fantastic number to have. 15 plus 4 is 19. That doesn't work. Okay. Let's drain that out then. So there we go. There's our modus. Okay, more machina. I do have a machina jar, so we'll just go ahead and fill that guy up too. Right. Cool. Arbor. Do I have a spare arbor jar? Of course I do. $60. Because I'm an idiot, I've got a bunch of sort of slightly empty jars. We'll go ahead and fill up the biggest ones first. Any other arbor? No, that's it. Okay. Okay. So you in there, you in there. 64, 57. Not too shabby. Okay, 15 Pedicio. I know I have a second Pedicio jar, and I'm going to need a new jar for Metallum. But thankfully I have a spare jar. Cool. I'm guessing we will eventually need Metallum for something, so it's just good to have it, I suppose. But there we go. That's all the ingredients that we need to craft up the head of the Arcane Bore, which would be really cool. Let's just get all that sorted out. Modus goes right there. Machina there. That should be everything. Let's just take a quick look in the Thaumonomicon once again. Machina, Modus, Perfodio, Potentia, Vacuous, all goods. 2 great wood planks, 2 gold. Diamond pick, shovel. Well, got all that awesome stuff. We're about ready here to craft ourselves the Arcane Bore head, so let's get the inventory empty. Okay, that's the inventory pretty much cleared. Let's go ahead and bring these guys along. Sort of keep the shape. You guys have been telling me that the actual shape, the way that they are arranged in the crafting grid there is actually quite important, but the water jars don't actually have any effect whatsoever, according to you guys as well, so we can just bonk our water jars along the side and not have any problems. That guy hasn't charged back up. That's not good. I was wondering, and it definitely would have charged up a bit. But yeah, that's still fading. Now hopefully it turns into a pal node soon. That'd be really nice. I guess fading nodes don't recharge their Vs or something? It'd be really nice to just have an Air node to charge Vs from, but you know, if worst comes to worst, there are other Air nodes around. Just if I can congregate them all in one place, then you know, that'd be awesome. Hopefully they won't fade on me. Alright, let's start things off. Well, by putting these guys up here. Oh, these guys have got a cool little effect. I didn't notice that before. These crystals, yeah, did you see that? They basically have this sort of a lightning that seems to go between the crystals on them. That is quite cool. I did not notice that before. Let's get the rest of this gold in. Cool. Now we need the pickaxe, shovel, and thankfully we do have 8 slots, so we can get everything in. Air and earth. Cool. And let's just get the piston in the middle, and we'll do one final check just to make sure that everything is all hunky-dory. We need to put those jars down. So, log, gold, tool, tool, air, earth. That all seems to work out to me, so let's get these jars down. Doesn't matter where the jars are or whatever, you can just put them down wherever and it's all good. So just do them like that. I want to walk on them again. There's an awesome sound that plays when you walk on these. Probably can't hear it if you're on mobile or something. Right then, let's get the wand back out and it's time to craft up the first part of the Arcane Bore. Nice, it does appear to be working. Let's just keep an eye on things. All the items are still on the pedestals. Straining in that Portfolio. Okay, we're almost clear on Portfolio. Nice. Next up, Drawing Machine. Everything is still on the pedestals. Looking good. I was also looking into the actual range of the Infusion altar here, and it turns out that the actual range that it looks for in terms of symmetry is about 12 blocks out from the center of this center pedestal. So that's 12 blocks this way, this way, and that way. Okay, now it's pulling in the items. Did it get this one already? I think it did. Okay, it is going around in a circle. So that seems to all be working out. Everything's all good. Nice! It worked! We now have ourselves the Arcane Bore. I did acquire the Flux Flow. Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Let's just quickly scan the Arcane Ball while I have the chance. Just drop that guy on the ground. Got a cool little graphic to it. What does that say? That's got 12 Lucrum, 6 Machina, 6 Metallum, 7 Motus. How much Portfolio? 5 Portfolio and 10 Vitreous. Fantastic! Now it's time to craft up the Arcane Ball base. Get this stuff over here. Just remember to put the iron touching the dispenser. It's really good. It's actually not too complex. When you look at these things, they do seem quite complex, but I'm finding that it's not too bad, actually. 9.5. I keep forgetting that I can wear my Thaumaturge's clothing to actually decrease this cost even more, so biff this stuff on. I should probably just keep wearing this when I'm around home, so that brings it down to 9.1. Bonk. Cool, so now we have 2 parts of it. Now, let's get this down and see what's what here. So I guess we'll just kind kind of pick an open spot. Now it said that you can only put it on the top and bottom. Yeah, I'm trying to place it on the side there and that's not working for me. Hello. Don't point that way. I think you can redirect it by right-clicking like so. Yes, that works. Ooh. And it kind of swivels into place as well. It just doesn't kind of turn. That's really cool. You obviously can't point it down, but you should be able to point it up. Let's get some blocks to stand on. Yep. Alright, that points upwards just fine. But I would like to, for demonstration purposes, point it away from my base, ideally. That would be preferable. And you should be able to point this thing as well, if I recall. Okay. I see, there's this little chute that comes out. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and craft up a chest real quick. And try that out. That's going to be 16 logs. We'll do a double chest, just because I know there's going to be a lot of items going into it very shortly. It'd be nice if Thaumcraft adds some sort of larger chest. I know that in Thaumcraft 2 they had those Eldritch chests, which were a single block, but I'm thinking we're going to need some sort of chest hopper system to make sure that this thing runs absolutely fine. If I right click on it with an empty hand, it tells me that it has a width of 5, a speed of 0, and other properties. It appears to have no other properties, but it looks like we're going to need that one focus of excavation as well as a pick. Well, I know what pick I want to use. I want to use one of my Silk Touch picks, and I think that's just because if it finds anything interesting... Well, actually... I don't actually know if Fortune works on Amber, but Amber should be the only thing that we really want to Silk Touch, because that just drops raw Amber. So if that Fortunizes, it'd be really nice. Let's actually find out right now. I don't think I've scanned the Amber just yet, so let's take a look. So Amber Bearing Stone has 1 Terra, 3 Vinculum, and 2 Vitreous. And that only dropped 1. But this is Fortune too. Sometimes it'll only drop 1 anyway. Well, I'm going to be playing on the safe side. And we'll use my Silk Touch pick. Now, Thaumium tools don't have a very long durability whatsoever, so... I'm wondering if this is actually going to destroy the pick. If it uses up any of the pick's durability. I'm guessing that it will. Excavation Focus. So, I need to check up what the recipe for an Excavation Focus is. It's going to be an emerald, which I don't have. I'm going to have to do some villager trading really quick. And we'll be right back. Okay, we're here in the villager trading screen. It looks like this guy wants 2 gold coins for an arrow. So let's do that to unlock his trading. That should be a thing, yep. Okay, 1 emerald for 8 chicken. I don't have any emeralds, so... You are now useless to me, guy. And I didn't even check this guy, but I did bring some basic materials to try out trading with. I would ideally prefer you guys not to escape. I do know of some other villages, so... Worst case scenario, we can move around a bit. Hey there, guy. Trying to get out of here? Not gonna happen. Okay, and again. So you don't really have an awesome trade. Are there any villages in there? Not that I can see. Let's just tear down the wall and make sure. No, I can't see anybody. Are you hitting your door or something there? Or is there somebody in this village that I don't know about? Well, the night approacheth, so what we're probably going to have to do is find another one of the villages that I know about. Look at this! This node is giving off aspect orbs. I want to research one of these because I can see the thermometer say aspect orb. Oh, dang it. Stop stealing the mod. Where'd it go? What on earth is this? This is a different kind of node. Is that it? Oh, please don't be it. Aww. Oh man. Unstable. Whoa. It's an unstable node, okay. I want to try and get one of these aspect orbs and research it. Did I fill you up? This probably isn't good for my health to be standing here. Hey, hey, hey. Where'd it go? Okay, nothing can be learned from aspect orbs, but that is indeed what they are called. Wow. They're kind of cool. Glad I noticed that. Hey, hey, hey. What's that I see? Well, I kind of knew it was here, so when I was circumnavigating the mesa, I found another one of these villages, and I definitely know of more of them. I have the coordinates written down on a text file somewhere on my computer. We're probably generating terrain, which is why the frame rate's a bit lower, or it's all of these grass that I haven't brutally murdered yet. I don't think I've researched wood stairs. Double tall grass? Hello. One air and one herbert, thank you. I've done stairs, okay. Did I do glass panes? Nothing can be learned from glass panes, okay. Well, we have villagers just willy-nilly outside. How's it going? Paper for emeralds. I was hoping somebody like this was going to be around. Let's get a workbench down real quick. Make some paper. Oh. Okay, yeah, because my achievements haven't been reset, I haven't needed to make one of these yet. Hey there, man. I got just what you need. Dunk. Ka-dunk-ka-dunk. Nice. What's his next trade? He didn't unlock another trade. Well, I got myself an emerald. All this way for a single emerald. 6 gold coins for wool. I'll take some of that. What are you gonna do? New trade? 15 wool for emerald. Wow. And you sell wool too. How much wool can I get from you? 7, that's the max. Oh well. Well, that's a nice little trade right there. Wool for emerald. We can make a sheep farm. I didn't bring the iron, so I can't get another emerald. But yeah, that's a really interesting villager. Also, great wood tree. But we got what we came for. We found an emerald. Now it's time to return home. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy up and running. Of course, it needs these. Of course, of course, of course. Another wand focus. Maybe it would have been nice to have gotten one for myself. But honestly, I don't really use the excavation focus too much. It's a bit unfortunate that we had that Baubles inventory reset. I haven't gotten the loot out of that little dungeon thing yet. Okay, everything's all set up. That's pointing in there. This is in here. Okay, that's going. Now it's going to need a pickaxe, so let's get that silk touch pick in there and good to go. And this should be ready to get going. We'll use our unbroken one. So how much is this baby going to do? Let's find out. Ready? Okay, it does pick up the silk touch. Very good. I guess I have to... No, that's not right. Oh, it's got a green head now, thanks to the excavation focus, so... What's the problem, man? Why aren't you going? Do you need a redstone signal? Okay, we've got a lever. Let's see if that does the trick. Right. That's done it. Nice. It's working. Although we are actually up too high to warrant using a silk touch pick now that I think about it. So if I do this, will that repair itself? Let's do the old F3H trick. It does not seem to be repairing itself because it's not drawing these from anywhere. I see. Well, what I can do is sort of pay some close attention And when this gets a little bit too low, perhaps I can take the pickaxe out, because if I take the pickaxe out, the machine stops. Throw it back in, it'll start up right away. Right. So, what's the radius on that? The width is 5, the speed's 4. The efficiency on this pick doesn't seem to be doing diddly. Do I have any spare diamond picks? I don't think I do. Perhaps for my next level 30 enchantment I'll do a diamond pickaxe. Yeah, I've only got this Unbreaking 3 fortune pick. Well, I do have this one, but that doesn't have an enchantment on it. We'll throw an enchantment on there next episode, see how this goes. Yeah, guys, we have an automatic miner. That is actually going to help out a huge amount. It'd be really nice if you could set up some sort of way for this to detect the durability of the pickaxe, and when it drops below a certain threshold, sort of turn itself off, and then sort of somehow notify me of that. Perhaps there's some note block magickery or something like that, but that will all have to come in another episode because we are all out of time for this one. This is really cool. It's definitely not as fast as the Arcane Bore was in the previous mod, but I get the feeling like we should be able to speed that up. Is that going to take the torch? In the previous one, there was actually a little bit more cool animation. We can kind of see things sort of flowing into the bore, and they are ending up in here, and they're going down here first. Okay, that's interesting. We did silk touch a bit of stone. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. We'll be sure to see more of this Arcane Ball action next time, and for quite some time to come. That's all the time we have for today. Hope you enjoyed. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.